on Alan Wake.
What? Previously?
I came to write those with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming.
Was this game released in episodes?
I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's
Or was it?
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare.
I don't know if I have the DLCs.
The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Taken. How do I like Alice Cooper? He's fine. 3 years ago, New York City. I want to go to the menu so I can check to see if I have the DLCs. I can go to the Steam page. DLC. Bonus materials, demo videos, making of, collector's edition extras, action. Soundtrack, PDF, director's commentary. It doesn't look like... It doesn't look like, there's any DLC, like, levels. Come on, Alan. Will Allen defeat Frieza? Oh, wait, wrong episodic adventure. What did you just... Poison? I don't usually do Twitch singing on Scary Tuesdays because I have Spooky Tuesday to do. Can I sing this next time? Or I don't like to do singing on Spooky Tuesdays. It's very immersion breaking. Yeah, okay. We'll do it on Thursday. We'll do it. This is 3 years ago. Alan Wake sans beard. Oh, he needs that beard. He needs that. He needs that beard.
I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather
My
I've ever
greatest
seen.
question,
You should
or
put
my
some
greatest
coffee
fear.
on. It'll warm you up.
Well, my greatest fear is that I will never. Aller just redeemed. Greatest fear. I need to make notifications for when people ask those questions or make me shout out people because I don't even notice it generally. He asked what my greatest fear is. My greatest fear is not succeeding in any of my dreams, like not becoming a Twitch partner, not being allowed to actually sing for money in an operatic stage, not being able to do any actual voice acting successfully, having to quit on my dreams and then get like a boring day job. That is my greatest fear. Not being able to achieve the things that I want most in life.
Coffee's on.
What is your
Great,
greatest fear?
thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Go to Alice. Oh, Alice, I'm gonna go to you. As soon as I get this
hey,
coffee.
I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Why do I have the beard in these photos, but not in this image? But not right now. You're kind, Dre. Does no one else want to volunteer what their biggest fear is? Was mine too real? What is this fucking gun award? You realize that beards are gross. You just have to wait like another week. Calm down, beard hater. I don't even like beards. There's no chance the beard's gonna stay long. Hey, how's it going, Watson Soba?
The continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area. People are advised to stay indoors as many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the weather. We're now on the third day of
This is
the
a
blizzard.
really nice
Weather is
apartment.
not expected to clear up anytime soon.
Why would you want to go to a shitty cabin in the woods if you live in this fucking gorgeous apartment? like, where did they say they were? Are they in New York? Affording this in New York? Are you fucking kidding me? You fucking like, hey, it's a QR code. Where did I miss a manuscript page? I don't want to go examine the combo manuals. Is it in the kitchen? What's that music? Alright, I guess I'll go examine the cover manual. This looks very spooky, truly horrifying. It's not so.
You're a star. Reach for yourself.
Sweet sire, thank you so much. That's very kind. Thank you for the donation. You scared the absolute ass out of me. Oh my god. I don't see another manuscript. I don't see a manuscript that I'm missing. Oh, that's very kind though. That's very kind. Thank you. Oh, there it is. To the left of it. That counts. Alright, F5. The sudden stop
true
one.
what they say about the fall and the sudden stop.
This is
at the
not
end.
so much a terror
I'd
game
lain
as
here
it is
in
a
the snow
psychological
with a
thriller,
lurid chain
but
of scenes that had led me here.
man, am I
in
enjoying
my
it.
head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
whoa.
This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge.
Yeah, the bot's down.
It had
I'm so
finally
mad
caught
about
up
that.
with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer mingled.
Sorry. I had to figure out why my bot's not connecting soon. Don't remind me, because I'll keep just not doing what I'm supposed to be doing and just trying to figure out why my bot's not working. Okay, hold on. I'll go back. Sorry. I was like, why is my bot not working?
With it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Alright, let's look at these things. Stream's not offline. Connect my bot, you assholes. It says it's successfully connected. Why is it not successfully connecting? Twitch bot. Connect. Twitch API is having issues / it's down, or the token doesn't start with OS. Maybe it's Twitch's fault. Oh well. I'm so mad I can't get my bot to work. Alright, let's examine them.
These look really good.
These look
Oh,
really
sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Baby doll!
Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Where the fuck is the fuse box? It told me press F to focus, but then it... Okay, there.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay.
What do you want me to do? Go to Alice. Bring the
You
flashlight.
okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid.
Being paranoid of the
It's
dark
just-
is very crippling.
Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know?
Why are you
It
not
gets
prepared
to
for it?
me.
It's a blizzard.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay.
I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Aww. The present day.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that?
Who the fuck are
Mr.
you?
Wake, how are you feeling?
You're not the guy from the book.
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here.
Why do you,
If
instead of a
pain
doctor,
gets
you look
any
like you're
worse or you
fishing?
experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Oh, he was literally
Doc
fishing.
Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
I was like, oh, he literally was fishing. That's why there's fish on the table.
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
Okay. So, got patched up. Gotta find her waifu. Dr. Fisherman. Oh man. What am I reading?
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver.
Have you seen this man?
Fine. I don't have the luxury.
Identifying features, knack for winning contests. Is that Mr. Sticky? Mr. Stucky?
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver.
Richard Bow, Bruce Dansky, Jacob Miller, Camping Troop, Overdue, Camping in Contact. Is she in her office?
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Thanks. I'll go in there in a second. Definitely not looking for manuscripts.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Thank you, officer.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
Who's
She'd
Cynthia
fit right
Weaver?
in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
I missed the light bulb lady. I know light bulb lady's onto something. Yeah, here's my manuscript page. What the
Alice
fuck?
looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
My poor kitty is missing too. What kitty? I ain't got no kitty. I ain't got no pussy. Give me that coffee.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. located the parade float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Alright, let's go talk to the sheriff
wants
lady.
to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
What does the coffee theorist do? I don't know. It told me that there were 100 of them and they're collectibles, and I like collecting things.
Your phone, Mr. Wake?
Is that a manuscript next to the phone?
Make sure you don't forget your phone.
I'm not gonna forget my phone, Sarah.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me, I need to take this. Hello?
Alice, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot
Mr.
called
Wake, can I
Lover's
help
Peak.
you with anything?
Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny pretty badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
Man, this game is very compelling. What an incredibly compelling story so far.
Can you turn the lights on?
I want to turn the lights on. Can I do it?
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got
It is
drunk
Dr. Phil.
afterward. Okay, listen.
Hello, Dr. Phil.
Listen, you gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I'll tell you who it really was. It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
Interesting.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
But.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
Kick! Holy shit! Are you a writer or are you Chuck Norris? You did a light kick and exploded a board of a pallet of fucking 2x4s? What the shit?
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Am I missing something? I hate this. I hate this. Wait, what does it say? Find this page in nightmare difficulty. I didn't actually miss anything here. Get fucked. Get fucked. Get fucked. I haven't missed anything yet. Suck it, Alder. Alright. I am worried I might be missing something here. I'm gonna do one last once over of the sheriff station. Maha! Maha!
To describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Awesome.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
This isn't a car. This is some kind of jalopy ass fucking truck.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me.
Anime.
I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Exit the sheriff's station. Alright. Super writer jump! Wait, don't be dead. Please don't be dead. Oh my god.
The writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose
It is a hoodie.
The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing.
He's like
They
the
are
evil
not
mayor.
accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Oh, this is the smug doctor guy.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my!
Oh my god. The cardigan of pure evil.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client! Who are you?
It's Barry!
I'm Barry Wheeler.
Oh my god,
his
look at this
agent.
fucking guy.
If you
He's
have
full on
business with
Joe
Mr. Wake,
Pesci
you
from
talk
Lethal
to
Weapon.
Me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
He's no longer Barry. He is only Joe
What the hell was
Pesci.
that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Oh my god, he's so Joe Pesci. He's
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
It's Rose!
Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later.
It's such scum. What a scumbag. Oh, I love him.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
I wish that the camera wasn't just so far to his left. Like, it's so far to his left that it's awkward.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No!
I'm high and drinking.
I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
And
you
everything's just...
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait
The funny farm. I feel like I can jump out this window. Oh, it's not open. The funny farm! Barry! It's me! Joe Pesci! Oh, what the fuck? At least the game's beautiful.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Is that Toby?
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Poor puppy!
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper.
God.
Those situations always end up
Not
in
the
disaster.
dog.
You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing, listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
I really like the voice actor of Barry. I think that they actually did a really good job. And he just 100,000,000% reminds me of Joe Pesci. Can I go out?
I'd come here to rent a cabin where I could wait till midnight.
Poor Max. Max is the best dog. Look at this sweet boy.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al,
Oh, Barry.
you make cruel jokes.
Oh, Barry.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al.
Ow.
Al?
Ow.
We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. But you're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
By morning? Why not like 1 or 12:30?
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous.